exciting review. Just a minute, please. Okay. I think my camera is sharper now. All right. You're most welcome to another exciting review of Winning with People by John C Maxwell. And today we're going to be looking at the pain principle. Have you heard of that principle before? The pain principle. And it simply means that hurting people hurts people and are easily hurt by them, right? Be yourself is about the worst advice you can give to some people. How do you tell somebody who is hurting to be himself or to be herself? You see? And when I read this, I was like, I've never thought of this way before. Like, we usually tell people, be yourself. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know, maybe they're going through the worst phase of their lives. They are their own enemy. They are hurting, and then we say, be yourself. No, so that is not applicable to everybody. John Maxwell tells the story of his pal in church. Yay. Thank you, Shell. Thank you for hyping me. I love it. I love it. He told the story of his new pal in church. Actually, they did not start out to be pals. This guy's name was Tom. It happened that when he first moved to this church, he had only spent 10 days in this new church. He received a letter, and this letter contained the sermon, the entire sermon that he preached the Sunday before. At first, he was happy and flattered that, yay, somebody was really paying attention, somebody is really interested in a sermon. But when he took a closer look, he actually saw that there were comments, on the sermon in red ink, grammatical errors, things that he did not do well. Is it in red ink? I'm not sure. Yes, I'm right. In red pen, this person had marked everything and marked out all the errors, the grammatical mistake, everything that he had misspoken and everything wrong, all the errors. Is my audio breaking? Can anybody hear me? Please confirm. Let me know if it's from my end or if it is from Mr. Gabriel's end. If you can hear me well, please confirm. All right. So he actually, thank you. Yeah, so all the error, everything wrong with the sermon. And he thought that was the end. He received it again the following week. Again the following week. Thank you for the feedback. Again the following week. And he kept on receiving it like that. And then at a point, he was wondering, who is this person? Then he told somebody on a particular Sunday that, show me Tom. Who is Tom? And then he finally met Tom. He stretched his hand to him for a handshake. And Tom just looked at him and said, hello, Pastor. He refused to take the handshake. And then he went away. Right? And for the next 7 years, he received such letter from Tom. And it was then that he started thinking, something must be wrong. What exactly is wrong? And then he talked to an older pastor, and that one told him, John, hurting people hurts people. And that statement really connected with him. Whenever someone says or does something hurtful, you need to go beneath the surface. There is something that is causing them pain. There is something that they are dealing with. All right, Mr. Gabriel. There is something that they are dealing with. And he decided to get to the root of the matter. And he found out that Tom actually had a problem, trust issues with pastors, because he used to be on the board, used to be a board member of a church, and he was not treated right with the pastors that he had to deal with in the past. So he went around carrying this notion that never trust a pastor. In the end, he and John Maxwell actually became good friends, and then he stopped sending the love letters at a point. So to really understand the pain principle and have it help you in dealing with others, you need to keep in mind these 4 truths. Number 1, there are so many hurting people in the world. You are going to be shocked. We think that, because people are smiling or they are going about their businesses, that they don't have issues. There are so many hurting people. It doesn't take psychiatrists to see that many people are hurting today. And columnists and Landers asserted that 1 in 4 Americans is actually imbalanced. So if you have 3 friends, you are the 4th person, and the 3 of them are balanced emotionally, psychologically, and in every way, it means that you are the you, the fourth person, are the one that is unbalanced. Yeah, according to this columnist, right? But the truth is that a lot of people are hurting, right? These statistics may not be entirely true, but the truth remains that so many people are hurting and they're going through pain, they're dealing with issues. The author believes that there is hope for everyone, but at the same time, we cannot be naive about people. A tremendous numbers of individuals are hurting, they are nursing deep hurt, pain. Number two fact that you must know is that those hurting people often hurt people. If you hate a person, you hate what you do not, they are a part of them that is not a part of you, right? So what isn't part of ourselves doesn't disturb us. When hurting people lash out at people, when they become aggressive, it is more about what is happening inside of them, not what is happening around them. It is what is happening inside of them. The problem is that people who don't believe in themselves will never succeed. They always feel or believe something negative within themselves. So they will keep hurting other people. They will lash out at you. The problem is not you, it is them. What is bothering them, what is bugging them is within them, right? And because they never believe in themselves, they see negativity about themselves. Remember yesterday we talked about self-image. The way you see yourself is the way you're going to see other people. That's the truth. So if they believe that they can never succeed, just pray not to work under any of such people. Pray that they shouldn't be your boss, because they will frustrate you. They'll believe that you also cannot succeed. The third fact that you should know is that those hurting people are often hurt by people. Right? If you are hurting, you'll be easily hurt by people. You become too sensitive. A good example given here is somebody who has a wound and has left the wound untreated. And you are just going around your innocent self and you mistakenly brush on that wound. What happens? They become aggressive, they lash out, they cry, they scream at you, right? But it is not really about you. It's not really about what you did. It is about the pain that they are nursing. It is the pain. You did not cause the pain. So it is the pain that is making them lash out. The same thing is true for those who are hurting. Emotional pain works in a similar way. Hurting people overreact. They over-exaggerate and overprotect. They even over-influence. They try to control relationships because they have a pain that they are nursing. So they become so sensitive. Hey, don't touch me. Hey, it's painful. You know, just like you would do with a physical pain. Hey, don't come close to me. That's the same way emotional pain works. Number four fact is those hurting people often hurt themselves. There's no way that you will hurt people or you'll be hurting and you will not hurt yourself. Imagine you living in unforgiveness. You cannot truly live a happy life. You are carrying a baggage around. You will not smile. You will not be open-minded. Somebody has hurt you. You have pain that you are nursing. If you see somebody that is in pain, just imagine how the person is going to behave, right? They are the ones feeling the pain. So they feel the pain. That's why they say that when you live in unforgiveness, it is like holding on to a hot coal. You are burning yourself and not the other person, right? So they may hurt others. But the ones they hurt deepest and most often are themselves. They don't realize it. They are hurting. Poet George Herbert declared, "He who cannot forgive others, breaks the bridge over which he must pass himself." So let go of hurt. Let go of unforgiveness. Let go of whatever is holding you back. You're doing more harm to yourself than good. Release it. Let it go. Commit it to God's hand. People may have hurt you badly. That may be the cause of your pain. Just like Tom, he felt hurt by the pastors that he had interaction with in the past, and he was carrying that baggage around. He was deprived of joy and happiness, of peace. Imagine somebody carrying the transcript of an entire sermon and sitting down. You know, I'm a researcher, so sometimes you will have to be a critical, we call it critical reviewer. When you are appointed to be a critical reviewer for somebody's dissertation or thesis, what do? You begin to scrutinize it. You point out comments. You point out errors. You should have done this better. What are the methods what is the justification for this? You have them point out all the things that are not right about that thesis. and then you give it to them. You have to be critical. That was the way Tom was. It was so critical on top of a message, a sermon that was supposed to bless him. That means he wasn't blessed for the entire 7 years that he kept on sending the letters to John C Maxwell. He wasn't blessed by the sermon. So he was hurting himself. Right. Dealing with hurting people. Author Glenn Clark advises, if you wish to travel far and fast, travel light. Take off all your envies, jealousies, unforgiveness, selfishness, and tears. People who have not gotten over their past hurts, have a hard time doing that. They can't let go. But you have to let go. If you are listening to me, let it go. It is for your own well-being, for your own true happiness in life. Healthy people are more willing to change. They are more willing to admit failure. They are more willing to discuss issues. They are more willing to learn from others. They are more willing to do something about the problem. They are more willing to travel light. What about hurting people? Hurting people are less willing to change. They are less willing to admit failure. They are less willing to discuss issues. They will bottle it in. They are less willing to learn from others. They are less willing to do something about the problem. They carry a lot of baggage. So if you find yourself dealing with a hurting person, which we all must do from time to time, yes, like we have established that there are so many hurting people in the world, people going around with pain. I don't know, some of you may even be part of them, right? If you find them, do the following. Number one, don't take it personally. Whatever they do, whatever they say, just know that hurting people hurt people. They hurt you because they are hurting themselves. They are going to find offense, even when there is no reason for offense. You have not done anything wrong. You know that you have done your best. You are innocent, right? So remember that it is not what they say about you. It is about them. Believe in yourself. So don't take it personally. You can show compassion. You can feel their, you can, tell them, oh, you feel their pain and things like that. Tell them sorry, whatever. But don't take it personally. Don't allow what they have done to you to go home with you, to go to bed with you. Otherwise, you yourself will become hurting. That means they have transferred their hurt to you. So be sensitive and wise not to inherit anybody's hurt. Don't take it personally. Brush it off. I usually make excuses for people. I will just say, oh, maybe she's not in a bad mood. Oh, maybe she's having a bad day. Oh, maybe he's just, he woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I make excuses and go on, because I cannot allow your own attitude to affect my day, to affect my mood. No. That's me robbing myself of my pleasant day. Number two, look beyond the person for the problem. There is something. So look past the person, right? There is something that is making them behave that way. To give out of hurtful actions and everything, even if you cannot discover the source of the problem. This plan will help you to approach the person with greater compassion. So look beyond them. Attack the problem instead, not the person. Bill. So look beyond the situation as well. That's the third point. Try not to focus on the situation. Look beyond it. Remember, it is not what happens to you. It is what happens in you that matters. So it's not about the situation. It is how you internalize it. Yes, there are so many situations that we all go through. People lose loved ones. People do bad businesses. They get into terrible investments. They have reasons to go around in pain. But look beyond the situation. Maintain your joy. Don't let it affect what is going on your inside. If it doesn't break you inside. We learned this in Failing Forward. Yes, by John C Maxwell as well. Failure is an inside job. Pain is an inside job. If you are not broken inside, there is great hope for you. Number four, do not add to their hurts. Do not add to their hurts. Right? You should be more sensitive. You should be wiser. Sometimes the natural inclination is to want to give hurt for hurt. If you give it to me hot, I will give it to you back. I don't have time, I don't take it. The way you bring it is the way I give it back to you. No, that shouldn't be the attitude of a child of God. Right? The Bible said that we should not pay evil for evil. Don't use fire to cure fire. Pain for pain. By striking back at a hurting person, it's like you are kicking a man who is already down. They need help. So don't add salt to their injury. Look for ways that you can help. And if you cannot help, leave them the way they are. Don't add to their hurt. Don't make their wounds evergreen. Some of them with deep compassion, some of them with care, with so much love, they can actually rise above it. That is where you come in. So just, if you don't add to their hurts, they can actually heal and they can actually become better, right? Then help them to find help. If you know a counselor that can help them, a psychologist, a spiritual leader, a pastor that can help them, a friend, or an elderly person who can help them in love and wisdom, recommend. Just try your best to help, but make sure that you guard yourself so that you don't inherit their help. Try your best. Some people don't want to deal with their issues, right? But in any way you can help them. You can't force them. If they don't want your help, let them be, right? But you can at least extend a hand, offer to help. Then what if you are the one who is hurting? That's a question. At the beginning of this chapter, the question was asked, do I hurt people, or am I too easily hurt by them? If you answered yes, then you need to answer a second question. Am I prepared to work through my issues and get beyond my pain? Here is the key. Most people just want a quick fix. They want to patch things up. No, get to the root of the problem. Don't look for temporary relief just for a moment. You will always lash out. Some people will even find relief in alcohol, in overeating, in sex, in so many things. It is temporary relief. Get to the root of the problem and seek genuine help. If you want to become well, you need more than a fix. You need to become fit, very balanced in every way. That is only when you can live a happy and a fulfilling life. You will enjoy your life. You know, they say life is short. So whether life is short or long, make sure you enjoy your life. Live your life to the fullest. The person who has hurt you has probably moved on. And then you're going around with the baggage, not to justify what they did to you, but be more sensitive, be wiser, to just let it go. They're probably somewhere living their life, and you're carrying their baggage around. Don't do that to yourself. All right? And watch out for hurtful people. Watch out for all the things we have mentioned, so that you don't allow them to affect you. When it seems like they are hurting you, be wise. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a great review tonight. Yes. Please don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me, and please subscribe to this channel in case you're yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady. And on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally, right? Tomorrow, we're going to look at the hammer principle. Hammer. Hammer. The hammer principle. Never use a hammer to swat a fly off someone's head. I love this. It is going to be another interesting review. Until then, be intentional. Bye. You're welcome, everybody.